guys, welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches.
And this is Peaches. Happy New Year, vinyl community.
Yes, I do say so myself. Hey, you guys, we want to get in on this Vinyl Tag 2018 man. I've been sitting here in the house itching to do this video. Because here, the one big thing is that we haven't been in the vinyl community that long, so we wanted to have an opportunity for you guys to get to know us a little bit better on a little bit more of a serious note, maybe.
And we each have our own selections for all the questions, so it's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started with this Vinyl Tag 2018 right here on the Vinyl Countdown. All right.
And if you notice, Mr. Peach is sporting a little new hairdo today.
Yeah. Youth gone wild, right?
So we're just going to call him Blondie.
Blondie.
All right, let's get cracking. Number one, first video you ever saw in the VC.
The first video I ever saw was channel 33 RPM. I remembered it was probably a little over a year ago, probably about a year and 3 months. We had just gotten a record player for my birthday, and so I had one record, and I'm like, this isn't going to work out so well, having one record, you know?
I bought him Xanadu or Olivia Newton-John or something.
Olivia Newton-John's greatest hits, yeah, and I'm like, this isn't going to cut it. So I had to stay at home because I was stuck here because of an injury and a surgery and all that stuff. So I started watching YouTube, and I think the first thing I did start on was channel 33 RPM, and that's when I didn't even know that there was a vinyl community at all. And
his videos are super fun and informative, and
yeah,
he's got great stuff. So
I looked up record collecting, and that's what I got first. So
yeah, okay. Number two, favorite record you discovered via a VC video.
All right, you know, to start off, you guys, we tried to spread this stuff out as much as we could through our collection, and tried to not to be too cliche about it, I guess you could say, and try to get some unique answers. But I didn't have a real favorite, so to speak, that I found out from the VC. Because most of the stuff that I have, I kind of already knew about it. But this one right here really tripped my trigger. We didn't really know anything about Raven. You guys see that okay? Yeah, this is Raven Mad. This group really did surprise us, I think. It really did. I mean, they're not bad for 80s metal, I'm telling you that right now.
And also this one, Rough Cuts, which we actually saw from Brett, the Vinyl Victim. He showed it, so we scooped it up at a record store in Green Bay. So, not really a favorite, but
it'll work.
It'll work. Yeah.
Definitely.
So, number three. Sorry, Brett. Number three, what are your other hobbies?
What are my other hobbies? Why don't you start?
My other hobbies are, I love baking. I also love playing video games, and here's a couple of awesome games I just picked up this past weekend. Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Van Halen, and a little Alex Trebek Jeopardy for the PS2. Got a few gaming systems in the spare bedroom that I love.
What do you have set up in there?
We have the Wii, we have a PlayStation, the original, and then a PS2. I don't have any more modern...
It's all hooked up at the same time, so she can just switch from gaming system to gaming system. What, do we got, like 100 PS2 games in there or something?
Oh, easily.
Definitely, definitely.
And I love reading, so here is a Stephen King. I know you guys have seen my awesome bookshelf that Peaches made for me. And then, fun fact, we got to see Stephen King in Milwaukee at the end of September. Him and his son were doing a tour promoting this book, Sleeping Beauties. As you can see, I'm almost done. There's the ticket from the show. It was just like a Q&A with them, was half of it, and then the other half was them talking. It was awesome to see him. He is legend. I love Stephen King.
That was kind of a major bucket list thing for you, wasn't it?
For sure.
It would be for me if I was that big of a fan, definitely. So, is that all you got?
That's all I got.
What about record shopping?
Well, that's a given.
Yeah, we love going to antiques malls, you guys. We have been all over this state for the last year.
That's true. That's a huge hobby.
We love thrift shopping.
Some of the siesta wear I collect, but we have too many pieces to show.
Definitely. Well,
all right, your turn.
You guys, this is just a few of my hobbies. Like I said, part of this video is getting to know us a little bit more, And I'm telling you, man, I have been around the world, so to speak, when it comes to doing things. So I'm just going to point out a few things that are some of my hobbies that currently, and some of them are from my past, and maybe a couple of accomplishments that I've had. But these, I'm telling you, this is just not even the tip of the iceberg for me. So I told you guys I was into woodworking. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a giant tiki statue that I made. That I made for Mrs. Peaches when we came back from Florida. She really wanted one of these bad. And this thing's like over 7 feet tall. You can see our pergola behind it. Yeah, I carved this out.
That we made too. We built our pergola.
Yeah, we built that pergola back there too. But yeah, this is I carved this out of a solid log with a chainsaw and a grinder and stained it and all that stuff, you guys.
So awesome.
Yeah, this is some Easter Island stuff.
It's so awesome.
Okay.
And there's another one. He made that one, and then there was another
two
log.
of them back there.
We were each gonna hand carve. We started out, and it was like, oof. It was a lot of work. Yeah. So then he rips out the chainsaw and starts going to town. And he did that with a chainsaw, just like Mr. Gray. So that we got the two tikis in the backyard.
Right by the fire pit and the waterfall and all that stuff. So yeah. I used to do a little landscaping here and there too.
He's amazingly talented.
I told you guys, I grew up on the Mississippi River Valley, so I was a huge fisherman. You guys catching that? That is a giant catfish from the Mississippi River. And I have a huge pastime of fishing on the Mississippi River.
Did you stick your arm in there and let him grab your arm?
Oh, like they do down south?
Yeah,
no, there's none of that going on. This is all on fishing poles from the shore. I used to do a lot of shore fishing on the Mississippi. So yeah, fishing is one of them. And then here's another thing that I had for woodworking. I made this really cool urn. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I call it wood metal infusion. I bonded metal and aluminum together, and I came up with this cool, you'd almost call it a cremation urn, but it's really fancy and intricate, and I carved all that out of aluminum and stuff, and this is black walnut mixed with billet aluminum, and I made this. So yeah, it took me about 40 hours to make that baby. It's really fancy. And then here's another one of my pastimes that I'd like to share with you guys. I don't know, can you guys see that? Can they see it, Peach?
Oh yeah, it's huge. You can even move it in more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to drag race four-wheelers. I used to drag race ATVs and four-wheelers.
Okay.
A while back. So, yeah. That was a lot of fun. I used to burn down a 300-foot drag strip with tree lights and all that, just like they do with cars, but you did it with ATVs. I used to have a blast doing that. So, yeah.
Hey, here's fun fact. Mr. Peaches bought me a four-wheeler for a wedding gift before we got married.
Yeah.
And
remember that?
2 weeks before we got married, and we were out at a friend's cabin, cruising around. A little sauce was involved, and Mrs. Peaches shattered her left clavicle, so my collarbone.
Yeah.
So
she was riding her brand new four-wheeler, and I told her to take it easy, and she cruised down the way, and she rolled her four-wheeler 2 weeks before we got married and shattered her collarbone in like 3 places.
Yep.
Here's the last thing I got for you for kind of an accomplishment hobby deal. You know, and you guys knew I was into woodworking, but here's a copy of Successful Hunter magazine. This was a big circulated magazine that used to be out, or I don't know if it still is or not, but it's for hunting and stuff. You know, it's like Field and Stream or Outdoor Life and stuff like that. And what I wanted to share with you guys is I was featured in this magazine. If you look, I don't know if you can see it up close there, but as far as what I can tell, I was the first person to ever invent a full line of sport camouflage picture frames. So I had created a full complete line of these that guys could buy to put pictures of their hunting stuff in. Yeah, I invented that. I was like the first guy in the whole, as far as I know, in the whole United States to create that. So I'm pretty proud of that. It's like an invention, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So that's all I got for now. But that's, like I said, the tip of the iceberg for as far as the stuff I've done in my life. That's for sure.
All right. Number 4. Why did you start to collect? Because we love music.
Yeah, well, we love music, and we've always been involved with music.
Yeah, we have a gajillion CDs, and then the vinyl thing started when he wanted the record player for his birthday, so then it just took off from there. But.
I got hurt really bad, so and I spend a lot of time at home, and so I really didn't have a lot of stuff that I could do or that I was able to do, and playing around with records seemed to be kind of a nice little fit or an answer for making the time go by and feeling a little bit more healthy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but we've always been music since I was old enough to talk. I remember when I was a little kid, I was still in diapers, and I remember playing with my mom and dad's 8-track player. I kept pressing the buttons, and the lights would flash back and forth. And my mom would be like, "Don't do that." And I'd turn around, and I remember she was nursing my sister. I was still in diapers. I'm telling you guys, I remember this. But yeah. Oh well.
Okay, number 5. Do you play an instrument or are you in a band?
I play an instrument. Do you play an instrument?
I do not.
I have been known to sing, play the drums, I play a little bit of piano, and I play guitar. You guys have seen some of my guitars. Oh yeah, and I played violin for like, what was it, 10, 12 years or something? All from grade school all the way through high school. Yeah. So, violin, guitar, bass, drums, a little bit of piano.
Talented guy, our Blondie over here.
Blondie! What do you do?
I don't. I'm not in a band and I don't play an instrument.
I hear you play the spoons in the kitchen once in a while. She plays video games.
All right, number 6. Have you ever worked in a record store?
No.
No, and I think retail sucks, so...
I've worked a few record stores. Oh, well.
Number 7. Favorite album from the year you were born?
Favorite album from the year I was born? Go ahead.
I will start... I hate dating ourselves here, but 1974. So what came out that year was Judas Priest, Rock-a-Rolla. And while this isn't a favorite Priest album, Judas Priest rules, and I love them, so that was an easy choice.
All right. Mine from the year I was born was Creedence Gold. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Definitely. I love Creedence Clearwater Revival. This was one of the first ones that I was brought into when I was a very little kid. My dad played this every night. Yeah. Down in the basement, we had a little fireplace, and Creedence Clearwater Revival was on the record player.
Yeah, my dad loved CCR too, so huge fan. All right, number 8. What classic record have you never heard? Here's another tricky question that people...
Oh, you don't have the one that you picked.
No, I don't. And don't throw shade and don't be hating. And right up front, I'm sorry, SMF Captain Howdy, because I know you're a huge David Gilmour and a Pink Floyd fan, but I've never heard Pink Floyd The Wall.
Neither have I.
I'm sorry.
I've heard a couple songs on the radio,
Pink Floyd songs, obviously, but it wasn't something that my parents listened to, and it just wasn't my type of music, so I'm sorry. That's my answer.
Pink Floyd The Wall, huh?
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, like I said, I never listened to that one either. But here's another one, you guys. I just picked this up a little bit ago, okay? And I still haven't listened to it, and I've never listened to this record all the way through. Like I said, I've heard a couple songs on it, but yeah, it's the Beatles' White Album. I've never listened to the whole thing. I've only listened to a couple songs off of it. If you asked me what the songs were on here, I wouldn't even know.
I played Blackbird. I love that song.
Blackbird?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Beatles. And Baby You Can Drive My Car, but Blackbird's on there, and I do love it. So I had to throw that on after we picked that up.
I just have never done the Beatles. I never did them. Oh, well.
So again, apologies in advance.
Yeah.
Number 9, show a guilty pleasure record.
Go ahead.
This is so fun.
Go ahead.
Erica over at Monkey's Paw is going to love this. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. My favorite movie of all time. I love all the songs on here. I absolutely love this movie. Tim Curry, Frankenfurter, just one highlight of this amazing movie. It's the best, so no problem at all. Rocky Horror, we've been to the audience participation shows a few times. They're great to go to. They're so much fun. Love, love, love. So that was an easy one.
Mrs. Monkey Paw's gonna love that one.
I wish I had her copy. I do. I've got to get it.
Okay, you guys. Here's my guilty pleasure record. Are you ready? I don't know if you guys even know this at all. This is the soundtrack to one of the greatest musical westerns of all time called Paint Your Wagon. I love the songs on this album. This musical starred Clint Eastwood when he was very young, and also co-starred with Lee Marvin. I don't know if you guys remember Lee Marvin from some of the westerns and stuff, but yeah, this is a good Camptown ladies sing this song kind of stuff. Yeah.
Doo-dah,
Doo-dah. Yeah, this is a total western deal. It's a really awesome movie, and it's as long as Titanic. It's like 3 hours long. But yeah, I just absolutely love this movie. And there's some paintings of Clint Eastwood and Lee Marvin and all that. But definitely, if you have not seen, it's about the gold rush. And these guys go out west and they try to make their stake their claim in the old west. And it's just a really cool musical type story. Definitely.
I like musicals.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I've seen it 100 times.
Number 10, Strangest record. So, for me, it would be Famous Monsters Speak.
People are strange when you're a stranger.
Frankenstein, Dracula. I'm a huge Halloween fan, huge horror fan, monsters and the like, supernatural, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, that would be my pick.
I saw that at the Antiques Mall, and I got it for her for a couple bucks because she just loves Halloween.
Yeah.
So, yeah. My strange records, I don't have a lot of strange records, I guess. But this is pretty strange if you think about what happened in the movie. It's the whole series of the Mogwai. Don't feed these guys after midnight. Definitely. Isn't that cool? And this is not only
so
cool and strange, we just picked this up this week.
Yeah.
We found them in a little
We had the
wall.
first one that we got at a flea market in Friendship, Wisconsin.
There's all kinds of them here.
But this one, yeah. And then even on this last one, it's Gizmo in the pink Corvette.
Yeah.
We
That's
actually
the best.
saw this at an antique mall in Appleton, and Peach was like, "We gotta get that thing. I want it," but it's like $200 and some.
Yeah,
but it's pretty big. But it's from back in the day.
Best scene in the whole movie too, minus when they were going in the swimming pool. Definitely the Mogwais from the movie Gremlins,
and super cool. So we picked up all of them, so the set. So that was awesome.
and they're pretty mint. They're pretty mint. I don't think any of the kids got a hold of them anyway.
So our next one, I'm just getting it prepped here, is the Show a Picture disc, which we've picked up a few cool ones over the past couple months.
Yeah.
Definitely this one would be super favorite, Rob Zombie. Love, love, love Rob Zombie. And then the flip side is this, which is so awesome. So that's Hellbilly Deluxe.
And you guys, that almost made it to my favorite album cover.
Oh, yeah.
That I love the way that album cover looks. Yeah. So not only is it a picture disc, but it almost made my favorite album cover. Definitely.
And it's too bad that a lot of those picture discs are like those interview discs, like the Poisons we picked up.
Yeah, a lot of them, they don't even have music on them.
Yeah. But.
And then everybody says the quality sucks, but I don't know. I just get them kind of to look at. I don't really get them to play. You know what I'm saying? Well, here's my picture disc, you guys. Yeah, Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. Definitely, there's the smiley face. That's their band mascot on one side.
Oh, and, like on your shirt.
You bet. Right here, buddy. What's up, buddy? Definitely. Yeah, I love this album. You guys remember this? Wasn't this Disturbed's first album?
Yes.
Down with the Sickness.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome concert, too. We saw them in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, we saw these guys in Milwaukee. I would go back there every week to see that one.
For sure.
That's the concert that's in our intro for our videos. If you see all the people inside the building, that was the rave in Milwaukee.
Which is a great place for shows.
Yeah, that's in the intro for our videos, definitely.
Number 12, Best Posthumous Release, which,
Posthumous?
Yeah.
Whatever posthumous means.
So this I actually got as a gift from a friend of mine after he passed. Bowie Legacy album, which this is absolutely fantastic.
What does posthumous mean?
After they passed.
So it's a record that came out
Released
after the artist died.
So look at the song list on this bad boy. So this is super cool. It was awesome because it was a birthday gift, and it was awesome because every song on here just rules. Yeah. What's your favorite? You love Let's Dance.
Oh, Let's Dance. Yeah. That's the best one.
Peach,
That's best David Bowie song ever made as far as I'm concerned. That is such a smooth, cool song.
Yeah. I love Heroes.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
China Girl, Modern Love. Oh, Golden Years too. I mean, seriously, you can go on and on. This is fantastic. So
let's sway under the moonlight, the serious moonlight. Definitely.
Oh, I'm so excited about Peach's pick.
Oh, my Posthumous album is. Yep, you bet. Janis Joplin. I am absolutely going to tell you right now that I'm disgusted with the idea of how many people talk about this chick on the VC, which is like 1 or 2. I love this girl. She's awesome. And she's Mrs. Peach's favorite too. Yeah, this album came out in, what was it, 1972?
Yes.
Or something like that? Yeah.
Other way. It's like that poster.
Oh yeah, it's the poster. So we'll show you a little bit of the Janis poster. Definitely. I love, this is probably my favorite album of a, you know, I was going to show you guys the Prince Forever box set, but we've shown that like 3 times now. Right. So, yeah, can't keep showing the same thing.
That is another great one.
Yeah, but this is really good. Really good, you guys.
And you don't see too much Janis out there, so.
Yeah. What is it? It's like it's just another compilation of hits, right?
It's in concert.
Oh, in concert. Okay, yeah. Which she was really good in as well. And it spans.
It goes from Big Brother and then the Full Tilt Boogie. So the Cosmic Blues, that's my favorite song.
Oh yeah, Cosmic Blues.
Yeah, so it's quite a few.
Yeah, Final Victim's niece would really like this one, I think.
And then segueing right into 13, what artists do you impulsively collect? And that would be Janis. And over the past year, we've collected quite a few. This is Pearl. I just grabbed this one. But we've got a lot.
You're only missing like one of her studio albums, I think, right?
Yeah. Right. I'm only missing one. It's the 18 Essential Hits. And that's a great one, too. And I really want that one. But what we've got, our collection, it's rad. We could totally do just a Janis video because I adore her. So that's my pick for impulsively collecting.
All right. And I don't know how to explain this to you guys. Okay. When I go into a store, a lot of times I'm like, if I see somebody I love, I'm just like, okay, here, it's going in the cart. It's going in the cart. You know, so I'm kind of impulsive, you know, for the most part anyway. But something particular hits me about, yeah.
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive from the 1980s. Do you remember these guys? This is the song, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round, like a record, baby. You know that song? Yeah. For some reason, when I see a Dead or Alive album, which is not very often.
Right, that's true.
It's going in the cart because these guys were super whack. Okay?
Can I see this for a minute?
Yeah, they were whack.
Yeah.
Especially that lead singer. You're like, this is the farthest thing into the depths of 80s synth that you can get, pretty much. Yeah, it's particular.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to come up with his name because, yeah, he got really outlandish with the plastic surgery out there before he passed. Like,
yeah,
his face and his lips and stuff. But the one that Peach grabbed before this one, In the Hunt for You Spin Me Right Round, I forget what that album was called. But anyway, we've put it on a couple times. He's a great singer. Like,
he's a really great singer. It's almost like
the music is fantastic. Yeah.
It's almost like he's classically trained in opera or something.
Yeah.
Because he's, you know.
Yeah, and he goes, and he gives her. I like him. I like him a lot.
He can fill up a room, that's for sure, with his voice, big time.
Yeah.
Well, that other album you're talking about, he's like all dressed up like a tiger. He's got like a tail.
Yes.
He's got like a little tiger outfit on him. He's on all fours looking real kind of feminine and stuff, but oh well.
Okay, 14, Best Blind Buy. And this one is so great because we were in Winona, Minnesota, near Peach's hometown, and we stopped into the skateboard / frisbee golf and whatever, but they had records. And Peach grabbed this one, and I was like, what in the hell are you doing? What is this? And he goes, I don't know, I just kind of like the way it looks. I'm going to grab it. So when we got home, and we had bought quite a few things that weekend, but when we got home and threw this on the player, it's awesome, and I am in love with it. It's super great.
Oh, the best blind buy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're sharing this one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Snafu, all funked up.
It's great. It's so great.
And I said the word funked. Okay, you guys? So don't get butt hurt. Jesus. Yeah, all funked up by Snafu.
Yeah, he just liked the way it looked, and I was like, what are you doing? And man, I'm so glad he did, because it's fantastic.
It's like you put it on the record player, right? And all of a sudden you're doing this George Jefferson thing. You're like walking around like pointing your finger at stuff like...
Bebopping and scatting all over the place. It was great.
Yeah, it's like... who did the Living in America? What's his name?
James Brown.
Oh yeah, you're doing the James Brown all of a sudden.
James Brown.
You're just like pointing at stuff and like, yeah, I'm talking to you. What's up? So yeah, great blind buy, you guys. For sure. Great blind buy.
And then, number 15.
You're first.
The blind spot artist. So,
That's your blind spot artist?
Yes.
Really? They're not blind to me, but...
It's The Cult.
Yeah.
And I chose Sonic Temple because I believe this album is a solid 10. Every single song on here is awesome.
Andy's Vinyl Den, are you watching this? We love The Cult, man.
Yeah, we also have Electric and... I'm drawing a blank. But we've got a few.
We got like three Cult albums.
And a couple singles that we picked up because I was in desperate search of this forever. Yeah. But anyway... Oh, Love. That's the other one we have. So anyway, I love this band. And you don't see them too often. And Sonic Temple rules. And so, there I go. That's my blind spot.
All right. Are you guys ready? Are you sitting down? We are going for the all-time blind spot artist of the entire century. And if you guys don't agree with this, you're going to have to just go away. Okay? Because this is the ultimate one and only overlooked artist
I can't even.
Of the last 100 years. You guys are going to lose it. Rick Astley. Not only is it forever for you or whatever, but what does he say?
He's never going to give you up, and he's never going to let you down.
He's never going to let you down. He's never going to run around and hurt you. Do you know how many people make fun of this guy and never listen to him, so he's really overlooked? Yeah. Rick Astley, solid gold.
You're getting Rickrolled tonight, VC.
Rickrolled. Take it. Eat it. Rick Astley. Dude, you know, this is the first... We just picked this up a couple days ago. I have never seen this in the wild anywhere. Why? Because I think there's a lot of closet fans of that song, man. A lot of closet fans. That's a nightclub dream right there. Whew. Rick Astley, man. Top that!
You've been Rickrolled.
Yeah, Peaches is on a roll.
All right. Favorite album cover. And that was easy for me. It was these babes. Rat. Absolutely love it. The sultry, sexy smoking with Stephen Pearcy, Warren G. Martini.
Oh yeah.
Ultimate Babe, Bobby Blotzer, Robin Crosby, and Juan Crocier. Mwah.
Out in the streets, that's where we meet. We take the night, we all come alive. Tommy and Bob Hales. Okay, my favorite album cover. It's hard to do, you guys. I know that. It's a hard question.
One. It is.
Okay, but if I was going to walk into a room, right, and if I was just going to walk into a room and there was 100 albums on the wall, the first one that would draw my eye right to it would be Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. I would spot this out of 100 albums on the wall immediately. And that's pretty much the reason why I chose it. it's because it's a beautifully done front cover. And not only is it beautiful, but it is super attractive to the eyes immediately. Very great marketing. Great marketing on this. Yeah, the back is even better, she says.
Wow.
No martini on this picture.
All right, we better get cracking. We're at a half hour.
Whoa, okay.
Number 17, a musician you have met. And mine's super Mickey Thomas from Starship. WAPL was putting on a concert series at a park where I used to live, and I met him coming out of his bus. Also, fun story, Chuck Billy from Testament was standing behind me in a crowd when I saw Alice in Chains in Green Bay. Back in the day, that was for the Facelift tour. Testament opened for them, and Chuck Billy was behind me, and he is a big dude. So, but I didn't meet him, so I don't know if that counts or not, but fun story. But you've met a lot of people, so you better get...
I met a few people. I'm not SMF Captain Howdy or anything, but I met a few people. I met the whole Winger Band. I actually set up...
Courtesy of me, yeah?
Yeah, the whole Winger Band. She got me the backstage meet and greet on that one a couple times. I've set up stage, and I set up the whole concert for the Statler Brothers back in the day when I was in college for radio and TV. And I met the whole band. I played their drums, their instruments. I set them all up. Met the whole band. Really cool guys that have been around the block for 100 years. Who else? Oh, I met Sugar Ray.
Yeah, Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. Yeah. I wake up in the morning. Who else did I meet? Oh, I met Shelly Wright. She's a country singer. She signed an autograph, gave me a little kiss on the cheek or something like that. Yeah, I met the country group Confederate Railroad way back in the day in Rochester, Minnesota. I don't know. The list kind of goes on a little bit, but it's, you know, I met a few other famous people, but they weren't musicians, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Number 18, show a record with sentimental value. So for me, it's going to be this wrestling album that I found at the Antique Mall. This is so awesome. This was my whole, I swear, my whole elementary school period. Hulkamania was huge. Wrestling was huge. So this was what it was. Mr. Wonderful.
You can bring up so many memories.
Savage, yeah. Jesse Ventura, Mean Gene Okerlund, Vince, what's his name? Now he's a gajillionaire. But anyway, that's what I got. Hulkamania was all the rage. So. And
it's sentimental, and it's not even about the music that's on it at all.
But the music is fun too.
The music is fun too, but the memories are unbelievable.
Right.
From other stuff.
That's why. Yep.
My sentimental record is actually super sentimental to me, even though I haven't had it that long. But it's all about the memories. I can't count how many times me and my dad sat down and watched this movie together. Or I came home and he was watching it and I sat down and finished it with him, or vice versa. But this is probably, between me and my dad, the best Western movie ever made of all time by a long shot. And that's Clint Eastwood's The Unforgiven.
Oh, it's such a great movie.
This movie is so well put together. I mean, they actually shoot the same amount of bullets as how many, the shots are all accounted for the bullets that are in the guns. That's how good this movie is. And Gene Hackman, what was the other guy?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yeah, and Clint Eastwood. But I can't count how many times I've watched this with my dad.
That movie, yes.
Okay, it's an amazing movie, and if you guys ever get a chance to watch it, I would appreciate it. Just for me, okay? Do one for Peaches, you guys. It's a limited edition on desert sand vinyl. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before.
I thought you did, Sean.
I'll pull it. No, they've never seen this record. Oh. Desert sand vinyl. Limited edition. You bet. All right.
Number 19, your favorite album no one else seems to know about. And I'm so excited about this one. I
love this.
Yeah, love this album, and the original is super expensive and super hard to find.
Like $300 on eBay.
And Peach found out that it got released, accidentally found it out.
Under the radar.
Called me at work and said, "Hey, you got to go to the record store after work and pick something up. It's waiting for you." I couldn't believe what it was, and it was this. Concrete Blonde Bloodletting. This is another one. Solid 10. I think I have only seen one other person show this, and it was like on a solid 10 list of records, and he had this, and agree, but you don't see very much. They've got a couple other albums too, which we don't have, which we'll probably get, but this is the best.
Joey and the Vampire Song.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's
So
two different
many.
songs, by the way. All right. What was the question again?
Your favorite album no one else seems to know about.
Oh, yeah. You guys, I've heard people talk about Soundgarden, all right? But no. I'm telling you right now, I mean, I'm going to throw my opinion out there. Soundgarden was not Chris Cornell's best work, okay? Audioslave was. I have, this album is unbelievable, and nobody shows it, and nobody talks about it. This is Chris Cornell's shiningest moment, as far as I'm concerned. And the Southwest ghostly feeling of this album. It's like a real Southwest type, heavy, Route 66 through the Nevada desert type, heavy, grungy metal type sound.
And it starts out with a bang,
Yeah.
Goat Cheese, and then Show Me How to Live.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like something out of Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino type stuff. Really, really good metal, man. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
Nobody talks about that one, man.
We gotta get cracking.
It's
36
hot.
minutes.
Okay.
Number 20, your favorite album out of a genre you don't know well. And I know Peach covered this. I think it was for a contest entry too, but this is the Legend album, Bob Marley. I love this album. Redemption Song, Exodus, not to mention all the popular ones. Love, love, love. But I don't listen to a lot of reggae. This is about it for me, but I love this.
All right. And mine from a genre I don't know a lot about is oldies. I've heard of some oldies music a lot, but I don't know the artists really. A lot of the you got your Elvis Presley and your Beatles and stuff, and your Beach Boys and all that, but I don't know a lot of these people, so to speak. So I picked this Buddy Holly, the best of Buddy Holly. This is a pretty spendy album as well, and it's minty. Yeah,
But you were so excited after you listened to it. You loved it. All the songs on there.
There's a ton of songs on here, guys, and I could listen to this all the way through at least a couple times in one day.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Buddy Holly's, for oldies, he's pretty awesome. But yeah, genre I don't know much about. All right, well, that's it.
Sorry if this was lengthy.
Yeah,
but it's hard, and it is two of us giving answers. So
well, the vinyl tag is as far as what I've seen is the big video of the year. So if you're going to take some extra time, you might as well on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was really excited to get to know you guys a little bit better, and I've been waiting to do this for a long time because I was going to have a Q&A video, pretty soon. So
yeah. Blondie.
Well, all right.
So thanks for putting up with us for this long, and it was fun, and we were really excited about this one. So
thank you guys very much for watching the Vinyl Countdown. Hopefully we can bring you guys a ton of more episodes in 2018 and make it just as interesting as the last one. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. It's been
Thanks,
awesome.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.